Hi grade 7, today we will continue our lesson, the immune system. Let's start our session today. Today we will talk about the main component of white blood cell. What are some white blood cells that protect the body? Now let's know that our blood consists of 4 components: white blood cell, red blood cell, platelets and plasma. White blood cell and platelets, the main components of immune system that responsible for protecting our body, from disease. Okay, so white blood cell, it is one component of blood. Number 2, it can move out of the blood vessel. This is the blood vessel in our body. The white blood cell can move out of the blood vessels, and some of these cells can attack pathogen directly. Okay, so white blood cell move out the blood vessel, and some of these cells can attack pathogens. And in the last session, the previous session, we have studied that pathogen, it means virus or bacteria or any foreign substance. Now let's know the function of white blood cell. Its function to attack, to kill invading pathogens. Like this picture, those are white blood cells, and this is the foreign substance or pathogen. The white blood cell will attack this pathogen, like this and this picture. Now let's talk about macrophage. What is the macrophage? It is a type of white blood cell. You must know that white blood cell consists of many cells. Macrophage is one of the white blood cell. It is a type of white blood cell that kill pathogens. So what is the way of macrophage to attack or to kill the pathogen? By engulfing and digesting them. Engulfing equal recover the pathogen, and digesting them and eating them. Like this picture, this is the macrophage. Okay, its function to engulfing and digesting the pathogen. Engulfing and eating and digesting the pathogens. The second function of macrophages help start the body's immune response, to stimulate the body to make immune response, to antigens. So what's meant by antigens? Let's know that antigen, it is a substance that stimulates a response by the immune system. So what is the antigen? Antigen, it may be pathogen or any foreign material, like bacteria or virus. So antigen, it is the substance which stimulates a response by the immune system. It may be pathogen or any foreign substance like bacteria or virus. Okay? So what are the main components of the immune system? We know that the main component of immune system, white blood cell, and beside the white blood cell, T cell and P cell. T cell and P cell. So the component of immune system, white blood cell, T cell, P cell. Let's talk firstly about the T cell. T cell may be 2 types. May be helper or killer. Helper or killer. There are 2 types of T cell. Helper T cell, killer T cell. So what is the function of helper T cell? It activates. So you must know that T cell may be 2 types. May be helper T cell or killer T cell. Helper T cell, what is the function of helper T cell? It activates another T cell to make it function. And so, what's the function of killer T cell? It attacks the pathogen. So, the T cell may be two types, helper or killer T cell. Now, let's talk about P cell. What is the function of P cell which is found in the immune system? The function of P cell, make antibodies that attach to specific antigen. What's meant by antibodies? Antibodies, it is the bodies which attack the antigens. It is the bodies which attack, which bind to the antigens, to the pathogen, to kill it. Okay? Again, so the main component of immune system, white blood cell, T cell and P cell. T cell may be helper or killer. P cell make antibodies that attach to specific antigen. So what's meant by antibody? It is a specialized protein that binds to specific antigen to kill it. Specialized protein that binds to specific antigen to kill it. Like this picture, if any foreign material, like bacteria, like virus, any antigen, will enter our body, what is the function of immune system? What is the response of immune system? The P cell, which is found in the immune system, will release antibodies. These small yellow balls represent antibodies, and these green lines represent the antigens. Okay, what will happen? The P cell will produce antibodies that attach to the antigens. The antibodies attach to antigens. The antibodies attach to antigen. And after that, what will happen? Special cell, macrophage cell, will eat it. Okay? To protect our body from disease, to protect our body from pathogen. So what's meant by immunity? Immunity is the ability of our body to resist, to recover any infectious disease. It is the ability of our body to resist, to recover from any infectious disease. Okay? Immunity comes from what? Immunity can be result from, number one, from being infected with the disease. This disease enters to our body, and our immune system will form antibodies to this disease. And these antibodies is still stored in our body. So, if we will infect again with this disease, our body will produce these antibodies to protect us from this infectious disease. So, the number one, immunity can be result from what? From the body being infected with the disease. And so number two, immunity come from what? Come from the body being vaccinated, from the vaccine. So what's meant by vaccine? It is a substance prepared from killed pathogens to produce immunity. Vaccine, it is a substance we can take it to enter the antibody to our body directly. Okay? The vaccine stimulates the body to make an immune response. The vaccine stimulates the body to make immune response. This represents the vaccine that we can take it to avoid infectious disease. Now I want to ask you, what is the function of P cell which is found in our immune system? Goodbye.